If you take a look at new homes, retrofits and renovations across Australia, they're designed a particular way so that they meet the building codes, provide a minimum level of energy efficiency, which can vary between states and territories, offer a comfortable, safe living environment, perform properly without costing the earth, and look good to the client. However, some of these homes and renovations were designed to achieve these goals, but never actually built that way. This can be for a variety of reasons, including the on-site changing of one material or product for another because something isn't available, because something is too expensive, or because somebody's trying to cut corners and save time. A lack of understanding around the designs, the way separate elements might work together, or the difference between one product and another. A lack of understanding around how to install or build something, or even how to commission a system so it operates at its highest efficiency. No proper communication or training being provided before or during the project, or an attempt to create a better outcome than the one shown. Some changes might seem to be tiny ones that won't make much difference. They can lead to a whole world of problems on the job and for the lifetime of the home itself, and a much less energy efficient home. Some of the most commonly found issues within new homes and renovations that can have a negative impact on the comfort, safety and energy efficiency of the home include insulation not being installed at all or installed incorrectly, with gaps in the insulation or with the insulation materials bulked up in one area, or with contact between insulation material and moisture. Materials substituted, for example where one wall panel or glazing system is specified but another is actually installed. Gaps around windows and doors that aren't sealed. These might seem small, but they can make a massive difference on comfort and energy efficiency in times of hot or cold weather. Lights, appliances, thermostats, gauges and electrical installations that are specified and positioned in the plans, but then the same kind of thing gets put in close enough, but just isn't the same, as the owners find out later. And thermal bridges being formed through materials being used that have higher thermal conductivity than surrounding materials, penetrations of the thermal envelope, and discontinuities or gaps in the insulation materials. Thermal bridging in buildings reduces energy efficiency and can lead to moisture and thermal comfort problems, so must be avoided. Fans and pumps, mechanical ventilation or air conditioning units being fitted or sized incorrectly, wasting energy and struggling to work properly, or simply not doing the job they're meant to do. Many of these elements contribute to the building certification, such as Basics in New South Wales. If the elements are incorrectly installed, then the building does not comply and may even be illegal. So that's one of the many reasons it's important to get good information to all trades, and particularly to apprentices and trainees who are just starting out in the industry and who may be unfamiliar with the reasons behind certain actions.
6 years ago, when we were looking to renovate our home, we went with a reputable building designer whose vision and ideas were similar to ours, and we got the design we wanted at a price we thought was really reasonable. But in the renovation process, we found there was almost no communication between the three of us, the designer, the builder and us, and decisions were made without consultation, and the wrong products are going into the building, and there were even changes to the design that we didn't know about until everything was finished. It wasn't the builder's fault so much, there's just a lack of clarity around the decision-making process. In hindsight, if a better communication process was established from the start, involving everyone, much of the tension and conflict and so on could have been avoided, I suspect. We would have achieved exactly what we wanted, a comfortable, livable, energy-efficient renovation. But instead we got a home that was just too hot in summer, it was too cold in winter, it cost us $100 more a month than we were expecting. How would you like to end up with a home that wasn't actually what you wanted, designed or even paid for?
I think the Basics system that the New South Wales government has got going is really good, because mostly it's new buildings that project home builders are building, which are the hardest to actually make work with the Basics system. And so it's the most rewarding for the community at large for that system to be in place.
I think that we actually need to be more energy efficient in our homes, because I think that we individually can actually do a lot more ourselves to try and reduce our own footprint on the planet.